Red Chair Reading. This is Hobiwan. We are reading Frank Einstein and the Antimatter Motor, Chapter 20. Glasses. Check. Watson starts to run around the robots, but Frank grabs his arm. Wait! It might be a trap, and I'm sure Edison has more security. Let's watch for a minute. And sure enough, in less than a minute, a motorized boom lift wheels around the corner of the particle collider, carrying T. Edison and the boom driver, Mr. Chimp. Frank and Watson duck behind a bank of computers. All right, you repair shop rejects, calls Edison from the boom platform. Stand over against that wall, right in front of the target. We are hardly rejects, says Clink. My mental capacity alone is, by any measure, now roughly 12 times that of even your smartest human. And you are a robot, and I have decided to get rid of you before that jerk Einstein and his doofus pal. Hey! Hey! Whispers Watson. I'm not a doofus. Come back snooping around. I will destroy all evidence that you ever helped me, and we will get to run the best and final test on the Edison antimatter squirt gun. Win-win. Frank and Watson can see Clank's antenna blinking in serious thought. But I do not want to be destroyed. Says Edison. What is Asimov's second law of robotics again? Clank beeps. A robot must obey orders from humans. Edison pushes a remote, and the Edison antimatter squirt gun lights up with a deep hum. Great. So I am ordering you two metalheads to get over there in front of that target. Now! Clink and Clank move slowly along the brick wall and stand in front of the target. That sounded like a motorcycle. I've really got to do something about the crazy sound behind me. Edison pushes the remote, and the Edison antimatter squirt gun lights up with a deep hum. Great. So I am ordering you two metalheads to get over there in front of that target. Now! Clink and Clank move slowly along the brick wall and stand in front of the target. There is nothing they can do, says Frank. They can't violate their robot laws. We have to save them. Right, says Watson. He jumps up and starts running toward Clink and Clank. Though I was thinking we could make a plan first. Frank chases Watson and tries to pull him back, but only manages to catch him just as they both reach a ring of pressure-activated floor plates surrounding the Edison antimatter squirt gun. That was quite a mouthful to say that. The weight of Watson and Frank sinks the floor plate barely noticeable half-inch. But the half-inch interrupts a photoelectric light beam, which triggers a switch which activates a spring which shoots a line of titanium bars out of the floor, which trap Watson and Frank in an escape-proof cage against the scarred brick factory wall. What? Yells Edison, and this time he looks truly surprised. How did you two idiots get in here? You're supposed to be in the junkyard across the lake, saving your robot pals. Mr. Chimp opens his mouth wide and bares his 4 large canine teeth. Sorry to spoil your test, says Frank. It was all I could do to resist baring my canine teeth. We just missed you so much. We had to come back and visit again. Edison uses his remote control to swivel his Edison antimatter squirt gun back and forth. He looks at Clink and Clank. He looks at Frank and Watson. He thinks. He smiles. Oh, this is even better. Clink, what is the first law of robotics? A robot cannot injure a human or let a human be injured by not helping. Perfect. Now we all will get to test the Edison antimatter squirt gun and have Mr. Genius, Frank Einstein, destroy his own robots. How good is that, Mr. Chimp? Mr. Chimp is, for once, actually impressed. He signs VERYGOOD. Very good. Edison fires up his antimatter squirt gun. A stream of white light shoots out of the tip, annihilating all matter in its path on the brick wall. The gun swivels slowly on its base, tracing a line of destruction heading right for Frank and Watson. Robots. That antimatter stream is heading right for those two humans, and the only way you can save them is to get in the way of the beam yourselves. Now go! Emergency red lights start flashing. The danger overload siren blares a very loud whoop whoop. The white light antimatter beam sizzles across the bricks. Don't do it, Clink and Clank, calls Watson. Wait, what am I saying? I mean, yes, do it. No, wait, Frank! How do we save them and us? You do have a plan, right? Tell me you have a plan. Quickly. Matter, says Frank Einstein, kid genius and inventor, the stuff that every living and non-living thing is made of. That's what this is all about. Great, says Frank's longtime pal, Watson, crouching behind him. So how does that help us get out of this? Frank Einstein applies, as he always does, the scientific method he learned from his grandpa Al. Frank thinks, observation, red lights flashing twice a second, incredibly loud whoop whoop sound echoing over factory floor, cage bars, metallic white color, lightweight, high strength, 2 mechanical shapes against the far brick wall, 2 shadowy figures, both wearing ties, on platform above, a beam of concentrated white light, sparking and melting a line across near brick wall, presently moving on a path to intersect position of Einstein and Watson in 28 seconds. Frank says, hypothesis. Lights and siren, probably an alarm. Bars, most likely titanium and unbreakable. Those 2 over there might help us. Those 2 up there will not. We now have 13 seconds before every atom, element, molecule, and bit of matter we are made of violently explodes into ashes, heat, and smoke. Why do I ever listen to you? Asks Watson, moving as far away as he can from the advancing beam of brick sizzling light. Frank Einstein cracks a smile. Begin experiment. Oh, that's the end of chapter 20. Thank you for sticking with me, and I'll get on with chapter 20 in a minute.